Holy crap, we're playing something that's not Nintendo. And something that's more than 16 bits. Yes, if you know about this game, then, well, you're probably one of 5 people in the world. Welcome to Japanese land. And a very nostalgic game of mine. Exactly. As they said, if you can't understand what they're saying, and who doesn't, because everybody knows the language of Japanese, this is Rakugaki Showtime. It is a crazy... I can't even explain what kind of game this is, so I'll try my best. Think of it as a brawler with a dodgeball-like feel and special moves of some sort. But let's watch the intro. Maybe it'll help explain things. I'll try to explain things along the way. This little chap here is named Godhand. No, he is not Master Hand's retarded little brother. But he still is rather awesome. He has a pencil. And with that pencil, and as his name implies, he draws stuff and it comes to life. Oh no. This is our hero named Yukiwo. This is someone else that I forgot the name. And this game's going too fast for me to remember the names, for they all have complex Japanese names. These fellows are the bad guys. This giant purple guy is named Daddy. Of all names, that's his name, yes. I blame Japan for their use of English names. Oh well. This fellow is named John Caliber. He tends to be unlucky in his life, yet he's actually a rather fun character to play as. I haven't even explained the gameplay yet. I'm half trying to be quiet while we watch this intro, but I don't think you can understand what they're saying. I'm sure, as you can tell by now, this is a very light-hearted game, with its nice little, as I always say, Japanese craziness. But who doesn't love Japanese craziness nowadays? People worship that stuff now. I may remember the names over time, but you must give me a moment. And there you have it. I was half talking, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because I was trying to do both worlds. Anyway, this is Rakugaki Showtime. First, let me give credit where credit is due. Thank you, Person Dude, for supplying me with the ROM and telling me where I can find this ROM. This is a fantastic game. Thank you for letting me find this in nostalgia. So anyway, as you see here, you have 4 characters to play as, and you can unlock even more characters as you beat the game. Harder difficulties unlock you better characters. But for now, this Let's Play, we will play as Yukiwo, which is my favorite character when I played this game. And those are Zakos. And they look like funny little guys, and they may look like they don't pose much of a threat, and you would be right, because they are quite simple. Let me try to explain the gameplay as best as I can. And also remember the controls I configured too. So anyway, think of it as kind of a brawler, but you don't really brawl too much. The thing you'll be doing most is throwing, which is used with the square button, I believe. X button jumps and you double tap it to do dashes like this. You can catch the ball. Oh, throw this smiley ball. Once it gets pissed off like this, you can grab it and use a super move like this. This is the chain link bomb. Yukiwo has 3 different moves. This is one of them. And it's painful as hell. Yukiwo can damage himself with his own little moves, so be warned of that. And this is what they do when they are feeling sorry for themselves. They're the guys that usually tease you when you are about to fight them, and as they're about to die, they beg for mercy. Cute little humor like that. This guy is I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I can't really explain much of this game. I know this is somewhat of a fighting game, but I count it as something I'd Let's Play because no one ever heard of this game, and it's a nostalgic game, and I'd love to show this off to people. Because, well, it's a great game. I apologize if the commentary isn't as great as it should be, but like I said before, usually in fighting games involves more concentration. Here's the next move that I would like to show off. It's a Kamehameha beam thingy, except not really, because it's a happy face. And I've never really mentioned just the craziness that this is, that we're throwing happy faces at each other until the happy face gets mad. We take it and use it to perform some super deadly attack. Think of it like a Smash Brawl, except much cuter and much more awesome. And as you can tell by now, the graphics is all graffiti, which is another interesting little tidbit of this game. It's in the graffiti art style, I guess you could say. These are cannon Zakos. We used to think, when I first played this, I thought these guys put safes on their heads, but no, they're actually cannons. These guys are actually really pathetic. They can't throw anything, they don't have any super special moves, and all they can do is just shoot fake smiley balls that do very small damage. They're playable, but I wouldn't recommend playing as them because it's hard to even get to the first stage with these guys. And here's the final move I'd like to show off. It's the green dragon attack, I believe it's called. And it basically just kicks the guy's ass. Doesn't do much damage, though. As you can see, he's still alive. Also note that the cannon Zakos can also block your attack and then reflect it. So yeah. Let's throw another chain bomb, because I find those the most effective against the Zakos. Also, I might as well talk about my nostalgia for this game. So, as you guys may know, even though he only appeared in one of my videos, and that was in my canceled Super LOL Adventure LP, I did a commentary with my friend Jeremy, also known as the JJ Kool-Aid, or JJ Cujo, whatever he calls himself. And he used to live in our town, and we used to spend the night at each other's house a lot. So one day we were playing Half-Life 2. It was a demo of Half-Life 2 before it came out. And it was a frightening game. I mean, it was one of the most frightening segments of the game. You know, like where there's half a body just hanging around. So after like getting freaked out playing it in the middle of the night, we decided to take a happy break. And he was like, "Oh, let me show you this one game we played." I was like, "Okay." And this ended up being one of our most memorable games ever. Due to its rarity, no one's ever heard of this game and how fun it is. I mean, the multiplayer in this game can get crazy, despite that Moy hates fighting games, so he doesn't really like this game, but we find it fun. We even gave all the characters English names. I will try to, if I remember to tell you, then I will. Some of the characters we even named after ourselves, like Yukiwo here, I named after myself because I always played as him. He's basically your, I wouldn't say, well, I guess balanced fighter, but he's basically the one I like to play as because I'm just so used to playing as him all the time. But he can do kicks, he can do grabs, and he can do all sorts of stuff. And I forgot to and I didn't really mention these guys. These are Esper dogs. Yes, you know Espers, like from, if you want a media source, then the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, his name slips me at the moment, but Esper characters, you know, the psychic people. The dog has psychic powers. There you go. And he can pee like that. And he can bring stuff in, and he also uses alien powers as his super smiley attack, as you are about to find out if I don't get the ball in time, and he will. And this is a very annoying attack to dodge, so I think I'm screwed. Oh crap. If I can dodge this, I'm going to be happy. And they killed me. If there is one thing I can complain about this game, probably the only thing I could think of, is that there is serious problems with the balance issues. Some characters are extremely powerful over others, and it's obvious which ones are the best. I mean, you can even tell us without using the boss characters. And this game also has a unique little difficulty system. If you do really good in a level, it'll up the difficulty, and if you die twice in a level, then it'll down the difficulty a little. So it kind of changes mid-game. So you don't really have to select. We're actually doing a good job this time. I'm not really paying attention to the health or anything. Again, I'm still kind of trying to concentrate a little. And hopefully the crazy action on screen will make up for my lack of good commentary. I remember also we tried to make a comic book out of this once. We tried to just create our own little story and try to make a story out of this. I mean, obviously there is a story, and it's defeat the good guys versus the bad guys, simply put. But we tried to make our own little story about it. Like Esper Dog here was I don't know what we did with him. I actually forgot. Don't want to let him get the smiley ball, because then we'll be screwed. Anyway, Kamehameha, you are dead. As you can tell, the smiley balls are kind of like the Power Stones in the game Power Stone. I'm still making examples up. Why? I don't know. But anyway, here's the next guys. Ultra Johnnies. You haven't seen Johnny yet, but these guys, we called them, I believe, Boogie Bots, and you will see why we called them that in just a second. They can get down. They're so good at getting down that their special involves using something. Disco Ball. Yes, I spoiled the game. I'm terribly sorry. But I'll let you see it. It's one of the strongest moves in the game, but despite this, I want to show you, because it can even kill the strongest enemies in one hit if you can lock them in the area. However, if you do, I'll show you just because it's such an interesting move. I never really explained the items in this game, other side from the smiley ball. These rockets right here, you throw them at people and they make big explosions causing massive damage, like so. These blue little missiles are black hole bombs. You shoot it, it creates a black hole sucking everything in. Pretty much leaving the enemies stuck to get caught. To do whatever you please with them. However, things are getting kind of crazy, and also works for throwing... Oh, here's your disco ball. And as you can see, it completely obliterated me despite having full health. I did not intend to do that. And looking at the time, I believe that's enough for this episode, so I will see you in the next episode, and hopefully, maybe things will be... I don't know. See you guys next time.